When you log into the FieldSense app, select one of your weather stations. Then press on Analysis in the bottom of the screen. You are now presented with the analyses available for this weather station. In this video, we will focus on the Septoria analysis. The Septoria analysis is a risk assessment which, based on relative humidity and precipitation, provides you with information about when there is a risk of getting Septoria in your wheat crops. As you can see, the Septoria analysis is right now inactive, but will automatically start on the 1st of April. To see how the Septoria analysis works, let's press on the analysis. Here, you can see information about when the analysis should start. This depends on how resistant your crops are to Septoria, but it's usually during stem elongation, which is when you want to start monitoring the humid hours. If you press Start now, you will be presented with this picture, as not enough weather data has been collected to show you the analysis. The analysis will be shown when the weather station has measured weather data for at least 1 hour from the starting point. You can also adjust the starting points by pressing on the gear in the top right corner and on the Analysis Start Date bar. Now choose a date where you want the analysis to start. Press OK and adjust. If we slide all the way to the beginning of the graph, we can see how the analysis progresses. The graph is shown as low risk if at least 0.2 millimeters of precipitation has been measured, or if a relative humidity of at least 85% has been measured within an hour. If the before-mentioned measurement thresholds continue to be met, the graph will progress like this. Low risk is shown if the measurement threshold continues to be met for 1 to 4 hours. Moderate risk is shown if the measurement threshold continues to be met for 5 to 9 hours. Increased risk is shown if the measurement threshold continues to be met for 10 to 15 hours. High risk is shown if the measurement threshold continues to be met for 16 to 19 hours. Finally, critical risk is shown when the measurement threshold has been met for 20 hours or more. When the analysis is being shown as, for example, increased risk, and there haven't been any measurements of at least 0.2 millimeters of precipitation, or if there haven't been any measurements of at least 85% of relative humidity within an hour, then the graph will reset and be shown as no risk. If we press on the information icon in the top right corner, we will be presented with an explanation of the model. The model, which the Septoria analysis is based on, has been developed by a Nordic and Baltic collaboration in the Euro Wheat project. You can learn more about the project by pressing Read more about the project here. Please note that the Septoria analysis is a decision support tool. This means that you should not make your decisions purely on this analysis. Please consult your advisor if you're in doubt. If we press Close, press on the X in the top left corner. Press Back and on Fields. We enter the section where you can see field-specific analyses based on the measured weather data on your fields. If you haven't connected your fields to your weather station, you can follow the steps in the video that is linked in the description. Zoom in using your fingers or by double tapping on the screen. Press on the round button at the bottom of the screen. Now choose Septoria and press Apply. As we can see, the winter wheat field is currently grey, which means that on this particular field, the Septoria analysis is now inactive. Let's press on the grey winter wheat field. Now press on the 3 dots in the top right corner and press Septoria Settings. Here we can see when the Septoria analysis is set to start for this particular field. Press on the Analysis Start Date bar to change the start date for the analysis. Press OK and adjust. Now we can see that the Septoria analysis is active under Threats with the risk presented in color. Press on the X in the top left corner to see that the field now has changed color from grey to the current risk. Press on the field again and press on Details. If you want to adjust the date for when the Septoria analysis should be active on this field, press on Adjust. You can also press on the three dots in the top right corner and on Settings to adjust the date. Now press on the X in the top left corner and on Treat. If you already have or are planning to apply a treatment against Septoria, you are able to enter the date for the treatment here. Now pick a date for the treatment by pressing on the Date bar, choosing a date, and OK. Choose the time for the treatment on the specific day by pressing on the Time bar, choosing the time, and OK. Set the protection period by pressing on the Protection Period bar, according to the fungicide and the dosage you are using. Enter the protection period and press on Enter on your mobile phone keyboard. Now press on Apply. If the date you have selected for the protection period is set earlier than the present date, you must activate the protection by confirming. Press on Cancel to adjust the protection period or press on Confirm. As we selected a protection period of 15 days, we can now see that there are 13 days left of the protection period. If we press on the X in the top left corner, you can see that the risk assessment for Septoria is now green. Press on the X in the top left corner, and you can see on the overview that the field now also is green, as there is currently no risk for Septoria. Now press on the green winter wheat field and on Details. Press on the three dots in the top right corner and on Treatments. Here you are able to adjust your previous or current treatment. Press on the edit icon next to the treatment you want to change. You are now able to change this treatment or delete it. Delete it by pressing on the delete symbol in the top right corner. Press No to go back or Yes to confirm your deletion. Press on the X in the top left corner. Now we see that the field no longer is protected and the graph again is active.